I was born in Sierra Leone, West Africa. When I was 3 years old, I lost both of my parents to the Civil War there because of, what was happening. So when I was 3 years old and I had no family, my uncle took me to the orphanage. What I think happened was because of the war, my father was shot to death when he was out trading in the mines, and he came back and my uncle brought him back and he was dead. My uncle explained to us how he was shot because of God knows what reason. We needed money and we had no one to give us money, and so my mom would try to give me as much food as possible, and so she didn't really eat, so she ended up starving.
The first time I saw Michaela, she was coming out of the plane from Guinea. She had been in a refugee camp in Guinea. And when she walked out of that plane, I thought, that little girl sure has an attitude. And also, she looked like the smallest 4-year-old I had ever seen.
I remember seeing this lady, and she was so, how do you say, jolly? Not like Santa Claus, but she was so happy and she was just so, just amazing. And she had this blonde hair. I've never seen someone with blonde hair, and I thought that was so cool. But she was the sweetest person, and she accepted me for who I was.
She was very tiny, with her hands on her hips, and this attitude that, well, there's nothing you can do to me that's going to hurt me, because it's all been done to me before. And it really melted my heart. I adopted them in early July. By September, they were both fluent in English. They had totally adjusted to us. Only problems they had were fears. They were afraid of a lot of things because their life in Sierra Leone had been so traumatic. Michaela is here. You can see how much hair she lacked from the malnutrition and how sad, the sad expression. Some of the children smile, but Michaela was always sad because the aunties would ridicule her because of her spots.
Even when I was little, I noticed that sometimes people would look at me strange. And so when I was in the orphanage, the aunties who took care of us, they called me the devil's child. And the reason why they called me the devil's child was because of my vitiligo. And then they thought it was a disease, they thought it was abnormal, so to them it must be the devil's child. And so they also named me number 27, which meant I was their least favorite child, I guess you could say. So I didn't get enough food, I didn't get enough clothes, I didn't get a lot of toys. I did have an amazing person there with me who is my mat mate. We shared a mat together. She was number 26. She's my sister now, Mia. She helped me go through like everything. She helped me pretty much survive, but at the same time I just thought I have no reason to actually live. That one day, I found a magazine right outside the gate, and I didn't realize it was a dancer at the time. I just thought that, wow, this is so amazing. So I saw it and I ripped off the cover of it and I saved it. And when I got back inside the orphanage, I kept looking at it and I was so mesmerized. And later I realized it was a ballet dancer.
She would say, one day, that's going to be me. And I'd always say, okay, yeah, keep dreaming. And she would always say, do you think we're ever going to get adopted? And I'm like, I don't know, because the war was so bad. And we would dream and have, go off into our own little lands and think of ourselves as being adopted and what we would be like. And it's funny because we would act like princesses. And then when we got adopted, we were treated like princesses. We thought our parents were the king and queen. So, yeah.
My first year as being a professional dancer is crazy, exhausting, but at the same time so rewarding. I just got to perform Black Swan. I'm getting to do amazing pieces by Balanchine.
exciting to think that Michaela has made it, and she's now a professional dancer, and people want to see her all over the world. I just read a message online from someone in Germany who was eager to see her dance Nutcracker in the Netherlands. So they're going from Germany to the Netherlands to watch her dance.
I don't know if it's how it makes me feel, but it's where I get to be myself and not have to worry about anyone judging me for who I am. It's my escape, I guess you could say. It makes me feel alive, yeah.